Hey, what's up guys, Darkbreaker here, and in today's video I will give you my best tips for you guys to push in the solo queue mode so you guys can climb up the leaderboard and maybe achieve legend as well. This one, I'm gonna show you two gameplays that are very stacked. High elo. We are playing against Chronix and Leon in both games. And both Chronix and Leon are pro players. Chronix and me are right now both legends and share the rank 1 spot because we have the same amount of LP. And Chronix is turbo cracked with an insane win rate, and he is super consistent. And that's already one of the things you guys need to focus on: consistency. Consistency is very important. Consistent performance across all games is what you should aim for. And then we're also playing against Leon, who's playing for Rick's Gaming, and I think in this gameplay is also like a top 5 player, like top 6. I think he was 6 and Chronix was rank 1. So this is gonna be the first gameplay, and then there's gonna be the second gameplay. Second gameplay is, I think, Gragas jungle. This one is gonna be Shyvana jungle. As you guys can see, I'm top 10 Shyvana. And while we are watching the gameplay, I'm also gonna we are gonna discuss all the decisions, and I'm also giving you tips about like the main things I think you guys should focus on. So the topics will be like talking about the mental aspect of the game, the macro decision making, champion pool that you guys should focus on. Tier list. My tier list is pretty good to orientate for you guys to know what's hot right now, what's good. I mean, if I see people that are like, this guy doesn't know what's good in solo queue, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about in his tier list. Mate, I'm legend, I'm challenger, and I'm legend. If you don't want to listen to me, don't listen to anyone. You can listen to your mother then. Maybe then. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, you get the point. Like, I'm trying to give you orientations. You don't have to listen to them, but if you want to learn, or you guys can take something away from the video, and you can take something away from the tips, that's already good enough. And if you guys like this video or enjoyed the guide and enjoyed those tips, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. We have a lot of legendary rank content coming up, and a few Smurf content here and there, which was pretty funny, and we had a great time farming pentakits in Diamond Elo. Focus on farming, take only fights you can actually win, least mistakes possible, quotes, consistency per game, communication / mute. So let's get started with the gameplay, and while we are watching both gameplays, I will try to cover all the tips. Okay, let's go. So let's talk about, I think as a main jungler, I've played mainly jungle in lower elos, and then in high elo, I was still playing jungle, but I was also playing a lot of solo lane, and a lot of times I was autofilled. In this mode, you need a good champion pool because you will get autofilled a lot. So I was also playing mid lane and support a bunch of times, but mainly jungle is what I use, and right now I'm just writing to them. Leon's playstyle is he loves to gank early and try to pressure the whole game. I'm playing a champion that is slow paced in the early game, so I need to focus on farming. I'm not a good early game ganker, and even if I'm level 5 and have my ultimate, I'm not a good gank initiator. I'm someone who is excelling at counter ganking. So if someone is initiating and engaging, for me that's great. Or if the opponent is engaging and then I counter gank, I follow, like they already used their spells and I'm using my ultimate on top of them, that's best case scenario. Where was the macro decision making? Let's get started with macro decision making. I think a lot of people don't realize how important it is when it comes down to decision making, to go for the plays that are, like, you need to go for plays that are actually winning. How do you know that? Either you watch a lot of streamers to realize what they do in each scenario to know or determine, okay, that's a good play. Or you have enough experience, like you play a lot of games, so you realize, okay, I know this is a team fight that we can take, this is a condition where we can take the team fight or not. Because at the end of the day, you have to determine, okay, is this a team fight for the dragon that we can take? Because my teammates have a good team fight composition, or is this a team fight that we shouldn't take because we have split pushers, we are more like an early game team composition, and the opponents have a strong early game team fight composition. So you have to consider your win condition and consider your team composition, and on top of that you have to consider the game state. Who is snowballing? Who is winning? Are you winning or are you guys losing right now? Can you take the team fight? And if not, maybe you should focus on farming, or maybe you should focus on going for other objectives instead. So let's say they have Malphite, Galio, Cannon, Rakan. They have an insane teamfight composition, and you don't have Fiora. You have Fiora. You have maybe Echo, who's slow early game. Maybe then just go for the Rift Herald instead. Trade the objectives, or go for the other side of the map and try to get the turret. So you're trading at least even though they have the better early game composition or the better teamfight composition. So always think about, okay, what's the right win condition and what to go for. So since we're talking about win condition, you guys should also think about, okay, which player should I play around with? Should I play around the player that is inting on his own and try to help him out? Or should I play around the player that is already winning this lane and get this guy even more ahead so he can carry the game for me? A lot of times, the players that are losing will spam ping you and back you, gank me, I need help, gank me. But then when you try to gank them and you still end up losing because maybe you get counter ganked 2 vs 2, or you're even losing a 1 vs 2 because the other guy is already so fat and you're wasting your time. As a jungler, for example, it is very important for you to not gank when it's not a 100% guaranteed kill, because you're just wasting your time and you should focus on farming instead. So that's a little bit of the macro aspect and the decision making. The mental aspect, I think the mental aspect is very, very important in high elo. You guys don't realize if you are tilted, you will perform worse than if you were not tilted, and just by doing that, you will just lose a lot more games when you're playing while you're being tilted. So if you're tilted or if you're losing a few games too much, take a break, go outside, maybe don't play for the day, maybe take a few hour break and then later on go play again. Right here, the Custodian, I saw he used his ultimate, so I'm just gonna try to chase him. And no, I just wasted my time here. I wasted my time trying to gank this guy. Maybe we can get him. Nice. Actually, my Twisted Fate is doing pretty solid, not gonna lie. I think I'm over chasing right here, and I'm gonna end up dying, so that's a mistake on my part. Mental aspect, very important. Try to not tilt. And since we're talking about trying to not tilt, yeah, if you guys, I mean, there's some controversy going right now on Reddit, and I mean, I do admit I've been toxic, and I have moments where I'm toxic. When you're like heated or you have a lose streak, I think in the second gameplay you will see that I'm getting tilted because I was on a huge lose streak that day. So any small mistakes, I'm like, wow, shit, man. Definitely, your mental game is very important to perform at the best, so that's all I can say about it. Try to stay calm, try to focus on winning, and try to see the... Like, there are a lot of games that are winnable. It's solo queue. There are so many games that are winnable if you just focus on trying to win. Even if you're super behind, the amount of times people will just end the game and run it back or give shutdowns. The amount of times you can come back in this game is crazy if you just focus on farming up, focus on staying positive, and focus on not getting tilted. Even though, yes, maybe you have a bad game, maybe yes, your teammates are inting, or maybe yes, your teammates are toxic. What you can do is mute them. Mute these players. There was a time I was not even using chat anymore. I was just using party chat because you can focus on yourself. You don't have to listen to what they are saying, and on top of that, you don't tend to write to any one of them. So that's the best case. party chat. The only reason I'm using chat right now is because I'm playing in high elo, and I know a lot of players, and I think the likelihood of them listening to what you're saying is higher than if you're just playing ranked game or you're playing in lower elos. So yes, in lower elos, I think using chat is useless. They will never listen to you, they will just int and think they are the best players in the universe. The amount of players that are diamond and think they are the greatest players in the universe is crazy. They have the biggest ego, they think they are the best, and they do so many mistakes. Ignore them, mute them. Great engaged by Rakan, by the way. Just mute them. Okay, dragon's up, 2 people are dead. I think we're just rushing here. So we've talked about mental, we've talked about macro decision making. Like I said, the right objective control is very important. Kills are not the best thing. Objectives and farming are more important. Yes, it's nice to get kills to snowball, and yes, it's nice to get kills to... Like, the point of getting kills is to get objectives, but if you can get objectives without kills, that's even better. Okay, since we're talking about this, focus on farming. I'm playing Shyvano this game, and this is a champion that is slow-paced. It's very slow-paced. In the early game, you have a slow tempo when it comes down to ganking. You're not a Lee Sin, you're not a Jarvan that can spam gank in the game. You're a champion that needs to focus on farming. And this doesn't apply only for junglers, by the way. A lot of stuff I'm saying, it doesn't necessarily apply only for junglers. It applies for every single role. Focusing on farming is very important. Don't take unnecessary fights or fights that you're not winning just for the sake of taking fights. It is better to just focus on farming. Because at the end of the day, yeah, I have games where people are like, we are 520 or 515, but we are only 2k gold behind because we focus on farming. And we managed to win the game. But there are people that are like mental booming, getting super tilted, even though the game state is very even. It might not look like it because of the kill difference, but the gold difference is way more important. Looking at, okay, what type of team composition do we have? Are we scaling? Are we not scaling? How much gold does everyone have? So that's also very important. So focus on farming no matter what. Don't, as a jungler, like I said, don't take ganks when you shouldn't. Like you don't have a guaranteed kill. So just focus on farming. Everyone will ping you, gank me. Why you no gank? Jungle difference. Why you no gank me? You need to gank me. But at the end of the day, don't listen to them. Best case, mute them. Just fucking mute them. Like these players, a lot of times, at least for me, since I'm a challenger player playing with a lot of diamond players, they have no clue. Like I can genuinely say, from the macro aspect, diamond players have no clue. Don't listen to them. If you have a good player, he's popping off, he's 5-0, he's playing really good, maybe you should consider listening to him because he's playing well. But don't listen to the 0-4 guy who's inting regardless. Don't listen to that guy. I tried to follow up the Rakan engage, but the timing of us together was not good. I think he went too deep and I was not in a position to follow him up immediately. So this was definitely not a good team fight taken by us. Team fighting. When it comes down to team fighting, it's also very important to find the right angles for the team fight, knowing when to engage and knowing how to engage together, or knowing how to peel in a team fight together. If you have a poke composition, poke them out. Don't take the hard engage. Don't start the objective. Let them start it, poke them down, and then engage on them. And if you have the hard engage composition, let them start it. Let them start it and then engage on them. So depending on the composition, like, there are times I was playing Gragas jungle, and you will see in the second game we're playing Gragas jungle. Gragas jungle is a great pick against poke compositions, because a lot of times when you're playing melee junglers, you will get kited by these type of compositions. And I went for the Gragas jungle pick, because I wanted to focus on farming and poke them down during team fights, and then we can turn on them. And he's one one of the best scaling junglers that gets absolutely crazy in the late game. Oh yeah, that's a bubble. Annoying bubble. Did I fucked up here, by the way? Let me see. I wanna see this again. Oh! I killed the Lucian with the E already and I wasted my flash. Yeah, okay. Okay, I get the Nami kill though. Nami saves Leon. Leon is a Jarvan, by the way. Nami saves Leon. Oh, I think it's Kranix. Is it Kranix or Nami this game? I think it is. I've already talked about the mute thing, right? I've talked about it. Use party chat. Party chat is probably the best thing you can do as a solo queue player, especially in lower elos. Like, the only reason, like I said, I used it in high elo is because there are players that will listen to what you're saying, because you face people that are pro players and people that you know, so the likelihood of them actually listening to what you say is high. But in any other elo, just use party chat. No matter what you think, it is not productive. You can tell them, okay, you should do this, let's do this together maybe, guys, let's group up. They will not listen no matter what, and then you will come across so much toxicity as well. Just use party chat. Number one tip, use party chat. Then next thing is, yes, I talked about communication aspect. This was an int engage by the way. Int engage by me to greedy. I'm popping up so quickly right here because I'm at the point where I didn't farm up enough. Communication is very important. Can be important in high elo at least. In lower elos, it's a tricky case of will they actually listen to me, and will you get tilted? Like, you probably you need to weight the pro and cons. Pros, maybe they will listen to what you're saying and you can coordinate more. Cons, they will be toxic as fuck. They will flame you whole time. There's only toxicity, and the likelihood of them listening to you is pretty low. So that's tricky case. Best case, just party chat. And the other thing that you guys need to focus on is least mistakes possible. Go for the least mistakes possible every single game. No matter what, the #1 goal for you guys should be try to go 0 deaths every single game. Yes, I understand, and yes, I know, depending on what you're playing, what role you're playing, it will not happen. But trying, just trying to have 0 deaths and trying to have a good KDA is already better than just YOLOing around, going for dumb mistakes, getting caught for free when you're on a lead position, not grouping up with your teammates, for example, becoming cocky, going for 1 versus 3 or 1 versus 4s, etc. Least mistakes possible. Go for 0 deaths. Yes, I know if you're playing a tank, sometimes you will have to sacrifice yourself for the greater good, for the team fight, so your teammates can win. So, yes, there are team fights that you will die, but you're winning the game. But there are so many moments that people make mistakes where if you didn't go for that mistake, or if you avoided that mistake, the game could have been easier. So my #1 goal for me is always try to play a perfect game. Watch your own replays afterwards. Watch your own replays and actually self-reflect about the mistakes you have done this game. Self-reflect about the mistakes you have done this game and think about, okay, yes, I had bad teammates. Yes, if I didn't have bad teammates, I could have won. But think about what could I have done better to win, make the game maybe closer, maybe win the game by doing less mistakes, for example. By the way, I'm pinging him this. I've pinged him here because I've seen so many moments where people got caught and Leon was still alive. So there are moments that people too overextended, and I just pinged him because I was like, please, bro, be careful. There is always the chance that you get caught, and you're playing a squishy champion. Least mistakes possible. People will tend to do so many mistakes, and I don't think you will ever have a perfect game. Obviously, you will never have a perfect game, But you can still try to focus on just playing a good game in general. Like, avoid the amount of mistakes by... Dude, bro. I see so many mistakes by people, so many scenarios, so many egoistical things where I'm like, if you just follow the ping, for example, like, my man, 3 people are dead, we're going for Baron. 2 people are not coming for Baron. ADC is not coming for Baron. Where I'm thinking, hey bro, if you just came there, you helped us with the DPS, we can rush it in time and we don't get collapsed. We just win the game. But you have decided for yourself that you want to be ego, and that's why we lost. For example. So this was against Leon Chronix, and then the Gragas gameplay is this one. Okay, this is gonna be another high elo game. Against, I think, Chronix, Leon, and I don't know who else. You guys will see in the early game, I actually, like, I was on a losing streak and I was already tilted. So you guys will see me getting also annoyed. Like, I think I said something like, ICBA FF. I was tilted, I was already tilted. I was for sure tilted. I had 20 losses that day. And this was one, like, I was already on a losing streak. And I was playing, I don't know why, but the matchmaking was so stuffed that day. I had really bad teammates a lot of times, and was playing permanently against Leon and Chronix. Permanently. So the mental aspect and the amount of games where I was like playing 1 vs 9 doing super well, and I still end up losing even though I was playing well was crazy. So yes, I admit it, I was like, I mean it's obvious, I was really tilted already. But if you're tilted, you should just take a break, stop. Okay, this game, I think we've covered most things that I wanted to talk about. So let's focus on the actual gameplay and talk about the decision making in each scenario. This is the right gameplay. I trolled. Okay, let's get started. Is this loser's queue? Yeah. People are tilted. People are already tilted. I don't know, don't interrupt. Why did I say this, by the way? Oh, I think because Renekton said that he's autofilled or something. So I was like, please play safe, don't enter. Okay, I didn't say it like that, but... Oh, I think I've said it in Champion Select, actually. Usually I say, hey guys, listen to my pings, please. Follow my pings, and play safe early game. That's usually what I write in Champion Select. A lot of times. If my mental is not boomed, I will write it usually. But if my mental is boomed, maybe... I'm too tilted to write it. I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah, this is the game against Leon. This is the game. He's Camille. And he's going for level 2 spam gangs. And knowing Leon, he loves the early game aggression. And he loves to spam gang mid lane. He loves that shit. So knowing that, I'm like, okay. Please play safe. Leon is gonna gank you early game. Wait, didn't I write it? Didn't I write this? That Leon's gonna play early game very aggressive? Oh, I didn't write it. Interesting. I start red side here. Usually I write it. Every time I'm against Leon, I write in the chat, guys, please play careful. Please play careful. Leon loves to spam gank. I'm pinging him right now. He sees Leon is there. I'm moving up to him now because I know he's gonna get ganked. And now Leon is already engaging on him. I try to E-flash on them, but I get fucking... How unlucky am I that I get caught by the cage right there while they're diving him? How unlucky am I? This is actually... This is a good example. This is one of the games where I actually didn't write early game. Guys, play... or I'm not sure. Do I have Champion Select? Okay, never mind. I didn't write it. Yeah, this is one of the moments where I was tilted already, and I didn't write beforehand for him to play safe. I tell you to back off, and you don't. CBA. Was it the only thing I've wrote? Oh, wasn't that bad then? Wasn't that bad? I thought okay. Fucking troll. Okay, it was bad. Never mind. Yeah, the mental aspect, guys. The mental aspect. I mean, to be fair, I've pinged this guy multiple times, and he had vision on Leon, and he just ignores it and gives. He's 2-0 already. Of course, I'm tilted. I was already tilted, but this play makes me even more tilted. I mean, do I have to defend it really? Do I have to defend it really? Yes, you shouldn't be toxic, or yes, you shouldn't be like this. But everyone gets tilted. Whoever plays wildrift and is never toxic and never gets tilted, you are angels. You are unicorn. You are a unicorn. You guys are unicorns, and I don't think you guys are existing. I don't know a single person that never gets tilted and never gets toxic. You are unicorns then. Especially if you're playing. This is not PvP. This is not Arum. This is not ranked. This is legendary queue within the top 20 leaderboard. Legendary queue. High elo. If I ping you multiple times, hey look, Leon is there, be careful, you have vision on him and you ignore it. I already moved up to you, and I got caught because I tried to save your ass. Of course I get tilted. This is not some, okay, I wanna play for fun. This is competitive setup. Like, this is the whole point of Legend queue. So everyone gets tilted and frustrated when people are going for dumb plays. I think you guys understand that, to be fair. Hopefully this was the only thing I've said this game. I think so. I think I was very focused afterwards. Let's see. I could show you so many games where my mental was really good and I tried to cheer up the people, but this game my mental was already very bad from the get-go. My mental was already bad. So that's what I'm talking about. Mental is so important. Mental is important because then you are in the you're on a state where like we can win it. It doesn't matter if we have troll picks. It doesn't matter if we are losing early game. It doesn't matter if I have a bad game early, or it doesn't matter if I'm 0-3. It's always winnable. It's always winnable unless everyone is like 0-10 or something. But mental aspect is so fucking important, guys. It is so fucking important. Because then you will write more cheerful things. You will write more communicative, supportive things than if you're tilted. Because if you're tilted, everything that you're writing is probably gonna be more toxic than it should have been. But I mean, that's natural. That's actually a cracked engage for him. That was actually such a good engage by, I think it was Witch and Rakan. That was actually very fucking good engage by him that is costing us the team fight. He just caught us. So fucking hard there. Like, really well played by him. Re-engaging. Bam, get one kill. Maybe we can get another kill. They're inting here. For example, this is a mistake. They already secured the Inferno Drink for free because we lost the team fight. They overchased and they gave us 2 kills. This is a big mistake by them, considering they had the lead, or they were winning this team fight, and now it wasn't that bad for us. Like, yes, they got the dragon, but we got the few return kills. I don't think we can do it. Not sure. Let's see. Zed is kind of low though. Leon is resetting. Okay, that's the moment I know, okay, we can do it. I think Leon was very low already. That's why he's resetting, and I was like, okay, we can just rush it. I think if you watch the games on Leon's stream, almost every game I was performing. Yeah, like I think I had one bad game, but besides that, I had really consistent good performance, and consistency is the key. You wanna focus on consistency, and even if you have a bad game, yes, it can happen, but you should focus on your mistakes, what you could have done better, and what could have made the game easier for you to still turn it around and win it. And even if you have a bad game early, there's always the chance for you to come back. And especially if your own teammates are doing well. Your own teammates are doing well. Don't ego around and just enjoy the backpack. Don't make the game harder for your own teammates that are already doing well. Try to, how do you say it? Try to stop the bleeding. Minimal damage. Like, if you're already inting, try to not int even more. You get it? You're already O2, try to stay O2 then. That's also important. Like, sometimes you have winner's queue, your teammates are doing well. You don't need to be the one who carries games. Sometimes you have good teammates. Then you don't need to carry the game, but try to not int even further. Try to let yourself get carried. Like the amount of egos people have, where they don't want people to carry you. They want to be the superstar in the game. You can't always be the superstar in the game. You can't always perform good. Sometimes you will have bad games, and if you have bad games, try to keep the damage low and let your teammates carry you. Don't have ego. I've seen diamond players that wanna ego and wanna make the plays. They want, I go for the fancy plays, I go for the engage, I wanna do this, I wanna do that. No! Let yourself get carried and follow the pings. Follow the plays of the teammates that are doing well already. Like, for example, you're killing 3 people and someone is pinging Baron, your jungler is pinging Baron. Maybe you should follow him. Maybe you should stop farming. Maybe you should stop split pushing. Or if you're tilted and you're inting, stop split pushing. Like, the amount of times I see ADC players that are tilted and they just go for split pushing instead of grouping up. It's crazy. Right now we're in a game stage where we have one turret advantage, but they have a really good pick-off composition with Kami and Rakan. So the point of me saying they should stay mid lane is to defend the mid lane turret and for better rotation between the map, because then with multiple people clearing the wave, it gives you quicker time to react and rotate on the map to avoid or deny those pick-offs. And then we can just let the Z split on the side lane. We can let Z split on the side lane, and Karma and Kai'Sa are focusing on clearing the mid wave together with me. I'm just using this so I can secure the scuttle for vision, and the ultimate cooldown is pretty low. And if you guys wanna see macro aspect, watch my guides. Watch the Baron lane guide I've made and watch the jungle guide I've made about the macro aspect. Very, pretty solid, I would say. I think in solo mode the most important thing is definitely mental. I can give you all the tips you want, but the mental aspect is the most important thing, actually. Because you're playing solo queue with Fiesta, people will flame you and people will int. And the most important thing is the mental aspect, actually. It's very important. That's one of the reasons why I've decided, like, in high elo I wanna play off stream, because I'm way more focused and I'm concentrated. Because while playing while talking makes you just play way worse than usual, and you're not as focused. And also I get way more tilted on stream than off. Off stream I'm way more focused and I'm trying super hard to win the game. And the amount of games I've come back off stream is crazy in comparison to on stream, where I like tilt playing and not I'm like, okay, this game is probably lost, etc. But off stream this actually doesn't happen. I try to eat. Oh, we don't get Camille. Lucky. I should have E-flash, by the way, on the Veigar maybe. Veigar, I mean, Jax is such a beast, by the way. Look how tanky this guy is. You can't even kill him. Look, we can't even kill this guy. It takes forever. It's crazy. What I'm doing right here is counter jungling, trying to take his camp away, or the blue buff. Because then you can deny him gold and the buff and experience. Whenever you can, try to counter jungle. But you need to consider what the other laners are doing, because otherwise you might get collapsed on. I think right now I'm just focusing on farming. Because Gragas is a very strong scaling champion. And we have really good poke with Zed, Karma, and myself. We couldn't contest the Herald, so we just gave it to them. It's okay. They probably used it mid lane to secure the turret. Oh yeah, right here, I'm just saying to them, guys, stay mid lane. We can't lose it to them because it will open up the map. And then they will pressure us even more. You have seen how Leon and Rakan try to catch me within the jungle. And without the turret, it will be even easier for them to do this. Because they can set up deeper vision. And they can rotate quicker because they can shove in the mid wave all the time. So that's why I say, you guys try to defend the mid turret no matter what. Because then we can stall the game longer. I just wonder how this guy got caught. We had vision on them. Is it here where he got caught? Oh no. Yeah, this is. I think this is here where he got caught. Yeah, we had full vision on them, bro. And I even used ultimate. Because this guy's gonna flame. Why didn't you use ultimate to peel? Dude, bro, we have vision on them. You had vision the whole time on them. Wait. Oh, whoops. Wait, where is it? Like, we know they are there. Like, we know, look, we see that Rakan and Camille are there, bro. We literally have vision on them. Like, we see they are in the bush. They are literally in the bush and he's getting caught. And then he's flaming us. Look, I used my ultimate to deny the Camille ultimate, but you just died too quickly. And that guy into, like, this, oh yeah, I know why I was so tilted. This guy is Tyler1. His name is Tyler1. And he entered me 6 games. I've lost 6 games with him and he plays very bad. Can you fucking what? We had vision, bro. We knew. I knew, by the way, we knew. Yeah, you're blind. Like, we had vision, bro, and he's blaming us. I did ult, you die immediately. Like, wait. Wait, what did you write again? Just fuck ult away. I ulted them, bro! I've ulted them! What do you want? We have it in 4K. We have it in 4K. I ulted them. You're just getting caught and try to blame people. Now I remember why I was tilted. I lost 6 games with this guy and he plays every single game super bad. And then he flames and blames everyone but himself. I remember why I was tilted. I was like, this guy is loser's queue. I'm losing all the games against Crownix and Leon and I get this fucking Tyler1 guy. Now, yeah, I remember now. I do remember. Oh, they're not buying stasis against the Camille engage. Against the Camille ultimate. You guys need stasis. They're chasing. I have my lovely barrel down. Trying to play the wave maybe. By the way, that Renekton is gonna int us so hard later on. So fucking hard. I'm gonna show it to you guys. So fucking hard, and then he's blaming us again. It's actually crazy. He almost cost us the game. What am I writing? Get stasis. Yeah, I always say get stasis. People don't listen to me. Like I've wrote it. Gargoyle. Oh, I'm writing it to Renekton. Yeah. And group up. Group up. Typo. Okay, the dragon's spawning soon. I'm gonna go for the blue buff. I'm gonna... Like, I really want the blue buff right before this, because then I have the mana to poke them down. Otherwise I might run out of the mana to keep poking them down and chunk them down during the dragon dance. I call it the dragon clown dance. Everyone dances around and clowns around for the dragon, and I'm just poking them down. That's why I want the blue buff. I poke them down low enough until I can maybe find an opening where I can catch them, or we can just force them out of the dragon and then go for it ourselves. And we have Karma poke. We have Karma and Gragas poke, which is pretty solid. Oh, that guy engages again. Gonna use ultimate. And Leon dies immediately. ultimately. Double kill, nice. And right now we are chasing a little bit too deep. Possibility on this guy? Oh, I got caught here. That was bad. I re-engage and dashed right into the fucking Vega horizon and got caught. That was my bad. This is, for example, a mistake where you can rewatch after the game, where like, okay, maybe you should have stayed further away and kept poking instead of engaging like that and getting caught and dying. This is, for example, a mistake. I remember this is ZOTP. This guy is really good. I think his name is Zeus. This guy is really good. Like, he's the main reason we won this game. He did really well this game. Like, really, really well. Why am I not getting stasis this game? Because I feel like Leon is gonna focus the others. And I feel like I still have the ultimate to cancel his ultimate. So I don't necessarily need the stasis to cancel it. And Protobelt with third ability is very good. This, like, you can use it as a disengage tool and as an engage tool. I remember this is the game with Tyler 1. Oh my god. Let's see what we can do here. I just try to poke them out here. Use ultimate and all of them doing tons of damage. We got the kill. I'm just gonna go for the dragon here. And I get it. Nice. Now I'm E-flashing on him and I proc his shit. And I kill the S2. What I should have done, what I should have done here is body block the wall. Like, be in the way of him jumping out next to the wall. Then he wouldn't have been able to escape there. And now I'm over chasing again. And I got caught by the Vega. I think that's one of the key strengths of Vega. He is very good at disengaging and catching people and poking people out while they're chasing. And I think if I didn't do that mistake there, like if I body block Leon, he dies, and then we just go for the fucking Baron. That was the play. That was me misplaying here. Like if I block Leon right here, I catch him, I kill the Ezreal. I think this was very well done by me here. He flash on top of him, I proc his Guardian Angel. I see his low life, so I use Q and then Protobelt at the same time. Get that kill, and now Leon respawns after the Guardian Angel. And right here, I should have body blocked him. I should have been in the way, right next to the wall, so he can't escape with the third ability, with this hook shot. And then, if he dies, I probably would have pinged... actually, I don't know if we could have went Baron. Zed is kind of low, and that Vega up. I'm over chasing, and I'm getting caught. Up, that's me over chasing again, and getting caught. Definitely not a clean game by me, this game. A lot of mistakes. This one, the 2 times I got fucking injured by Vega, and 3 times I got shit on by Vega. I just realized 3 times it was Vega's Event Horizon. At level 3, it was the Event Horizon. At Dragon, it was the Event Horizon. And at this Dragon, again, it was the Event Horizon that cut me. And then also not body blocking Leon. Please focus Vega #1. Yeah, I think that was fair play, what I said. Please focus Vega #1. Please focus Vega #1. Hey! 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 That wasn't bad. Why I'm saying Sterk's Gargoyle? Because he's not tanky. He's building Death Dance. He needs Gargoyle, so he's way more tanky and can frontline for us. That's why I'm saying Sterk's. I think in this game, in this scenario, we have Karma and we have Gragas. And we are like more like a Pokemon position. And if he wants to be useful, he needs to be the main frontline. Going for Sterk's Gage and Gargoyle makes him way more tanky. And he can soak up more damage for the whole team. So we can poke them out and carry. Like, he is the main frontline for us. So his build is kind of counterproductive if you have no frontline and you're the only frontline. That's why I kept saying to this guy, get Gargoyle. I kept saying to him. He needs Gargoyle. And also Serok's Gauge plus Gargoyle combo is very good because you get a shield from both items. Like, you get so much shielding power from both items. So the more people you're tanking against with Gargoyle, the more shielding you're getting at the same time. Okay, now you guys will see a big mistake that he is doing, for example. Look at the position where Kai'Sa is on the minimap. She's on the Elder Dragon. And right now what I want to do is we just poke them down and they have no vision on the Elder and we can just blind steal it while we are kinda juking, dancing around in the mid lane, Aram mode, poke them down, and then we can just get the Elder at the same time. That's what I wanna do. Like, I can see that she is on it, and what I wanna do is I just wanna poke them out, but look at Renekton. Look at this Renekton, by the way. In this scenario, Kai'Sa is not here. We have a poke composition. We have Karma and we have Gragas. We want to take the team fight slow. We want to poke them out because they have the hard engage Rakan plus Camille combo. We don't want to hard engage against them. We want to poke them out. And this guy is hard engaging without our Kai'Sa being there. Look at the minimap. Kai'Sa is not there. We are not even nearby. He's just rushing into them. Why are you in this situation rushing into them? Tell me. We have Karma. We have Gragas. We are both champions that want to poke and stall the teamfights down. Chunk them out. And then you can engage. Then Karma use an ultimate, or I'm using my ultimate, and then you can engage. But not like this. You're just chasing deep into them. No one is near to you. These are the type of mistakes that I see a lot of times, where people are like so tunnel vision, and they think, I know the perfect play to do, I know what to do, but you have no idea what to do. So don't, like, if you are autofilled, and you have other teammates that are doing good, listen to them, don't ego around, and don't go for those selfish ego plays. This is a selfish ego play by Renekton that could have cost us the game. It could have cost us the game. Like, he just dies immediately. No one is nearby. We're not that near to you. You're just deep chasing into them. And like, I don't even have flash, even if I wanted to help you out. I probably wanted to write, why the fuck would you go in there? Like, I see Kai'Sa's not even here. Kai'Sa got Elder though. That's big. Kai'Sa got Elder. And they need to defend the bot wave, by the way. If you guys are looking, they need to defend the bot wave. Why am I going in? We have fucking Elder. We should be able to kill them. Oh, the dodge! The dodge! Oh, I missed off the combo, but we kill them. I try to... Okay, I think... Oh, he's respawning. Bam! We get a kill. Nice. And now, I think we can go for the Baron. Oh, Vega's here. Oh, Vega's here. Oh, he kited me. Oh, yeah. Oh, he used ultimate. I still survived. I'm not lucky. I'm pinging back because Vega's here. And I almost got caught because I wanted to write Renekton. Don't go for these in place. I've almost got caught because I was distracted trying to write. I've almost got caught there. I've almost got caught because I was writing. That's why pot chat. Don't go in engaging like that. I think that's what I was writing. Don't engage. Yeah. I don't need you to engage like that. I don't need and I don't want you to engage like that. Like that again. I have stasis, by the way. I used it, maybe I didn't need to use it though, to be fair. I think I was already fine. Look at the ultimate, BAM! Doing tons of damage onto them. And I just pop him with my first ability and Elder. And this now is a great fight. Ooh. Oh, that nice. I chunked them down. Bam, we get the kill. And that's the ace. Let's go. They overchased. They overchased us 2 times, trying to catch me. They tried to catch me 2 times and they entered. They tried to catch me 2 times and they entered. And actually, I think in the Shyvana game, Leon also overchased at the end. Both 3 times overchasing and trying to catch me and then end up backfiring. So that was the game. A lot of mistakes on both sides. I mean, I think this is a point in the high elo where if you do a small mistakes, you get punished so fucking hard. Oh, it was Joey. Joey's immortal. We have Leon, who's immortal. Chronix is legend. Wit is, I think he's Vanquisher. I have Methanode. He's a pro player for Team Queso. Zeus and Tyler 1. Bro, Tyler 1. I know why I was mental boomed. He was writing a champion select. I'm the one who you lost so much with. And then I realized, okay, this guy is Tyler 1. I lost 6 games with him. And he entered every single game and then was super toxic. I remember why I was mental boomed already. I was like, shit, this is the loser's queue. I have Tyler 1 again. I remember now. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I see you next time. Bye bye.
Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.